guys, it's Eileen coming at you from Just Kettlebells. I'm going to do a video today on taming the arc in the clean. And I've done a couple of videos on the clean and the difference in the amount of power force needed. And so generally when they refer to taming the arc, we're talking about the arc of the swing. And so a clean is a swing that ends up in the rack. And so you want the clean to travel the shortest distance from here to here. And so that basically means you need to give it less hip power than you would if you were to swing it. And so what you don't want to happen is you give it the same power and then the bell comes out there and then you have this big arc. But the other thing that I know happens with a lot of people, especially when they're just learning cleans, is there's this instinctual reaction when the bell is coming at you to keep it away from you. So even if you're just giving it the right amount of hip power, you may be actually pushing your arm away from you, and then when you're in the rack position, casting the bell out, throwing it away from you. And so two things I've seen contribute to that, and one is fear of the bell. And so when the bell is coming at you, being afraid that it's going to knock you or it's going to hit you, or just being not comfortable where it's going to end up. And so then you kind of purposely keep the bell away. And the other is not preparing for the bell to hit you. And so people that are not, when you're not really firm on the plank position, which you really have to get tight before the bell hits you, then that tends to, as if you bang yourself, it tends to make you more nervous and want to keep the bell away from you. And so one tip that really helps with that is a sponge. I find a sponge helps with a lot of things, but so if you put a sponge underneath your armpit when you're performing your clean, and then we'll start with the bell up at the top, that's gonna force me to engage the muscles under my back muscles and the mother's muscles here, and to keep this tight. It will keep my elbow tucked in. Sometimes even if you say keep the elbow tucked in, it still separates from the body. So if I focus instead on trying to keep the sponge under my arm as I do my clean, I'll tend to have a much neater clean. And then it also kind of distracts my focus from the bell. And then once you kind of get that sense in, where you know where the bell is going to go because you've engaged the muscles under your armpit, then you can take the sponge out and then see if you can still recreate that feeling just by squeezing your armpit when you're doing the clean. So that's my tip. I found this really helped with a lot of my clients, just being able to get that tactile sensation of squeezing here, which is going to pull the shoulders back, pack the shoulders, and engage the lat muscles and keep you tight up here. So hope it helps. Thanks.